Hello everyone, it's me, DoD DarthNox, here to make a recap video of my experience of my 50 games learning Norse. Specifically, I've been playing Odin on 1K elo account, and now I'm gonna give some of my thoughts about my experience playing Odin for those 50 games. If you don't know who I am currently rank 40. I'm a 1900 elo player. I mostly play Gaia and Kronos, but mostly Gaia. So I've been branching out away from Atlanteans. So this is the account, and this is how it went. As you can see, I ranked the account to 1000, so I can start from the starting point where all of the accounts start without making a new account. And then I started playing. And at the beginning, it's all just wins. Until we encounter the man known as the Rizzler. And to be fair, at the beginning, my macro was all over the place, and I was too focused on making dwarves go to gold and gatherers to everything else. I'd make too much stuff on gold, and then I'd have a bad macro. And so what happened was I lost that game against the Rizzler, and then I got better by just focusing on spending the resources better, focusing on the macro at the very beginning, so that I don't put too many on gold, so that I don't have like 12 on gold when I should have only 7, and then put the rest on food. And then I'm like, okay, if I made like 7, and then I'm making the 8th dwarf, the 8th dwarf goes to food instead of to gold, so that I don't have too much gold. And that's basically what I learned at that point, was basically macroing slightly better with and where to put when to make doors, when to make gatherers, when to put them on what. So that's what I was like improving at this point. And then I got my rematch with the Rizzler, and I beat him twice in a row. So, and then I went on another winning streak. I think I went like 29, like 14 more games that I won. And I got here. So, basically, I've been improving slightly on making be better at spending resources and stuff. There's, and these two games, this game, in both games, I made the mistake that I was building outside of my base when I should be making inside of my base and then going out to raid from it. But in this game, even though I made that mistake, I should have won. I somehow lost a fight where I was 500, mine was 500 resources bigger than his, and his was only 1k resources. I still don't understand how I managed to lose that fight, but I still lost it. But before that, I made the mistakes, and I somehow managed to climb back up, from that big mistake where I lost a lot at the beginning by building on the side. Here, I made the same mistake, and then I was winning more games. I lost to John Arbiter. This game, I could have won. After I frosted his army, he was out of gold, basically. I was trying to gold star. And then when I used Frost, I tried to make a fort in his base for some reason. Instead of just making it on the outside gold and then going to the other gold to secure that gold as well. So if I had secured both of those golds while his army and some of his villagers were frosted, if I did that, I would have won this game as well. But I didn't. Then I got paired up with Barry, And if you know, Barry is an 1800 Odin main, 1800 elo Odin main, and he was playing his main god on his Smurf, which is it is what it is. If I was playing Gaia, I would have beaten him, but he was playing Odin on his main god on his Smurf, and then I lost those 3 games in a row. Here, I'm just bad at dealing with early aggro, I guess. I was building in my base here, but I mean slightly outside of it, but next to the towers, but it still wasn't close enough, and I didn't defend well enough, and I got destroyed by the fucking Minotaurs. This was a good game. It more came to my experience with Norse, with making production buildings, defending, and I had a lot of resources that I wasn't spending well enough because I didn't have enough production buildings, and I would be pulling my what are they called? I'd be pulling my units that are building uh, while I'm fighting, by selecting all military units. So this game was just, pure inexperience issue. Uh, but I was holding on well in it. Then I've been winning some games, losing. Dopo is a really good Odin player. Had a really good game against him, I think. That I could have won if I played slightly better. And against Poseidon, I really need a quicker build order. That's one of the things that I found out is that the build order that I'm using advances at like 4 minutes and 36 seconds with pickaxe. And it's too slow. I need to get the build order that advances 2 villagers quicker. Instead of advancing 7, 4, 4, let's say it advances 6, 3, 4, or 6, 4, 3 or something. But I need a 2 villager quicker build order to do for against like Poseidon or some other gods. And then these games I won pretty handedly. But that's my experience so far. I really like cavalry and raiding with cavalry and everything. I really need to learn multiple build orders, like quicker build order, because against some of these gods, like Zeus, Poseidon, and those, like you can't go slow like I did. That's my biggest mistake, I think. Is I need to build inside my base and advance quicker in those matchups. So I need to learn another build order for it that advances at least 2 villages quicker, so that it's like around 4 minutes. And I need to get better at making more production and doing stuff like that, and not pulling, my units from unfinished buildings as well. But that will be, I think I will get that in the next 50 games. But so far, as you know, we reach around 1500 elo. By the next 50 games, I think I will probably reach 1650 at least. By just getting better at spending resources, making more production, and learning the second, what is it called? Learning the second build orders, a quicker build order for specific matchups. Anyway, that's about it, and see you guys in the next episodes.